Now the next problem is a small particle of mass m is projected at any angle theta with the x-axis with an initial velocity v0 in the xy plane as shown in the figure. At a time t which is less than v0 sine theta by g, the angular momentum of the particle is. Okay, now the implication of this statement is that the object has not yet attained maximum height. It is somewhere here. Okay, now this problem has to be done considering motion in two dimensions. That means we'll study the components of velocity and its position in x and y separately. Okay, now let us say after time t the object reaches here and it has got a velocity v. Okay, now this v can be written as vx I cap plus vy j cap. Okay, so it has got a velocity in the y direction, it has got a velocity in the x direction. Now initially when it started, it had an initial velocity of v0 cos theta, and in the y direction it was v0 sine theta. Okay, now vx after some point of time, that means here vx will be same because there is no acceleration in the x direction, so it is v0 cos theta, and vy will be given by, it's a, in the y direction the acceleration that is acting is in the downward direction, which is equal to g, so we will write it as v0 sine theta as the initial velocity, v minus plus at, that means minus gt. Okay, so this gives you velocity vector at this point. Now the position vector. The position vector, that means from this point to this point. Okay, position vector p. Position vector p will be given by x I cap plus y g cap. Now what is x? X is v naught cos theta, that is the velocity in the x direction, which is a uniform velocity. So in time t, the distance that it would travel is v naught cos theta time t. And in the y direction, which is uniformly accelerated motion with an initial velocity of v naught sin theta, the formula is s is equal to ut plus half at square. So this will become v naught sin theta t minus half gt square. Okay, now angular momentum L is given by m r cross v. Okay, so m into r, what is r? v naught cos theta I cap plus v naught sin theta, sorry, v naught cos theta t, so it is v naught t cos theta plus v naught sin theta t minus half gt square j cap. This vector is having a cross product with the velocity vector, which is v naught cos theta I cap plus v naught sin theta minus gt j cap. Okay, so we have to take the cross product of this vector, that is r, with v vector, which is this. Okay, now if you do the cross product, this coefficient of I cap will multiply with this, and I cross j is k, so you will get m times, now v naught t cos theta into v naught sin theta will become v naught square t sin theta cos theta. Okay, and v naught t cos theta minus gt will become minus v naught gt cos theta. So these two terms after cross multiplication will become k cap. Now when you do the cross product of this term, that is coefficient of j cap, with the coefficient of I cap in the second expression, it is j cross I, so you will get minus k. Okay, so minus of, now do the product, v naught square t sin theta cos theta minus v naught gt by 2 cos theta k cap. Okay, now if you open up the brackets, this term will cancel out and these two terms will subtract. So we will finally get m v naught g t cos theta by 2. This is the magnitude, and k cap. So option D is correct. Actually we have missed out on t square everywhere, so actually it is t squared. Okay, so correct option is this one, option D. Now let us look at the last problem for this session. The equation of a wave on a string of linear mass density mu 0.04 kg per meter is given by y is equal to 0.02 meters sine of 2 pi t by 0.04 in seconds minus x upon 0.5 in meters. The tension in this string is. Now when you have a transverse wave in a string, then the velocity of wave is given by under root of t by mu. So tension T will be given by mu v square. Here mu is given to us, mass per unit length, and we have to find out v. The equation of wave is given by A, y is equal to A sine omega t minus kx. This is the generic form of traveling wave. Okay. Now if you compare this equation of wave with this, okay, you can see that omega is given by 2 pi by 0.04 and k is given by 2 pi by 0.50. Okay. Now the velocity of wave is given by omega by k. Okay. So 2 pi divided by 0.04 upon 2 pi divided by 0.50. If we solve this, 2 pi will cancel out and we will have 50 by 4 or 25 by 2. Okay. So the tension T will be given by mu times v square. Mu is 0.04 and v square is 625 by 4. Now if you solve this, we will get 6.25 Newton as the tension. So option D is correct.